In 8085 system, we have two types of memory, ROM and RAM. ROM and RAM. Right. ROM is used for storing the monitor program. ROM is used for storing monitor program. Right. While RAM is used for storing data and user program. Right. User will write program into the RAM and it will input data also into the RAM, and then user program will be executed by the processor and it will process the data. Right. So of course, based on our requirement, we used to connect our RAM on ROM chip on the system. So, right, ROM will be there, RAM will be there, right, and both will be connected to the processor like this. This is 808, right? And in last class we discussed also that how memory is organized inside a chip, right? So let us do some revision related to this. New slide. Okay. Okay. In fact, memory standard is in form of bytes, right? Standardized in form of bytes. So 1 byte, for storing 1 byte, we need a 8-bit register, right? We need a 8-bit register, right? So in a register, we will have D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, and D7. 8 bits will be there, right? 8 bits will be there. Now, for inputting data into this register, you will have 8-bit lines like this. Another register, you can have 8-bit registers like this, right? You will have for inputting and for storing data and reading data from a register, you will have line like this. Similarly, suppose we have third one over here, third 8-bit register, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fourth one will be over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? And it will be like this. If you form, right, and all these will be connected to a data bus. Its length is going to be 8-bit bus, right? It will be nothing but D0 to D7, right? If I do this, then you will have a decoder over here. You will have a decoder over here, like 2 input pins, A0, A1, right? Will be there, and you will have decoder circuitry like this. Over here, right? And if both are 0, 0, then this register will be enabled. If it is say 0 and 1, then second register will be enabled. And if it is say this one is 1, second one is 0, then third register will be enabled. And if both A0, A1 are 1. In that case, fourth. Now, along with this, we will have write bar pin and read bar pin. Now, this read bar and write bar pin will go to each, right, memory location like this. Similarly, this write bar will also go to each memory location. Each memory location. Right. Now, suppose we have 4 locations. First register, second register, third register, and fourth register over here. And if you want to read data from second register, so what we will do? We will put this one 1 and this one 0. So second register will be enabled. Now, if you put, say, write bar equal write bar low. So write bar low will be over here. It will be over here. It will be over here. It will be over here also. Write bar will go to everyone. But since A0, A1 is 1 and 0, so second one will be enabled. And whatever data will be placed over here will go into this register. Okay. Similarly, if you want to read data from fourth register, hello? If you want to read data from fourth register, what we are supposed to do first? Quickly. Anyone? Avik Sen. Avik Sen. Avik Sen. Ankesh Raj. Ankesh, you want to read data from fourth register. So A1, A0, both has to be 1 first. So address is going to be this. Now, so fourth one will be enabled. Now read bar will be made low. So out of read bar will go to each and every register. But since fourth one is enabled, so data will come out from here. Right. Okay. So here we have example of what? 4 into 8 RAM. Right. We have 4, right, register, each of 8-bit inside this RAM chip. Now, if you write, say, 2048 into 8 RAM, how many these type of address pins will be there? कितना रहेगा? कोई बोले भाई फटाक से? 2 to the power 11. No? 11 pins will be there. A0, A1, A2, up to A10 it will go. In last class we were discussing. Okay. If you have a 2K RAM, it means what? It will have 2048 registers, each of 8-bit, because this is standard. Right? It will have 2048 registers inside this RAM chip, 2K RAM chip. So how many address pins will be there? 11. 11 pins will be there. Read bar, write bar pin will be there. D0 to D7 pin will be there. Okay. Now let us interface 8085 with this type of ROM and RAM chip. So new slide. Again, I am drawing that 8085 over here. Right, 8085 will generate A8, A9, A10, and A11 to A15. Right, 8 lines are there. Then we have AD0, AD7, AD0, AD7, and this will be actually D0, D7, right? And here you will have a latch, and ALE will be over here, and it will produce what? A0 to A7, right? Now suppose we have a 2K ROM. So how many address pins will be there? बोलिए.
11 sir.
A0 to A10. How many data pins will be there? बोलिए, data pins.
Sir, 80
8 data pins.
D0 to
D7.
D7. And these data pins will be outgoing only, because from ROM we will read data. We cannot write something on ROM. User cannot write. So data pins will be outcoming only. Right. So inside this we have a address decoder, and we have 2048 registers are there. Okay. Now what will be the other pins? You will have VCC, you will have ground. Any other pin we are missing in this ROM chip? बताइए.
Sir, clock.
Higher order address pins.
Sir, clock pin, CLK.
Clock. Clock is not needed over here.
Sir, enable pin.
Huh?
Enable.
Enable. Chip enable or something else? CE bar, no?
CE bar, yes sir, chip enable.
CE bar. Okay. Why this? Okay. Any other pin we are missing? So we will send the address. So it will, out of 2048, it will select a register. Out of 2048 register, based on this address, it will select a register. Then right, another pin we are missing, that is read bar.
Read bar pin.
Right, and this read bar, write bar will be generated by this microprocessor. Read bar, write bar, and IO/M bar. Right, these three pins will be decoded, and it will generate 4: IO read, IO write, memory read, and memory write. Right. So this MEMR, this pin will go to read bar of this ROM. Okay. Now you need RAM also for storing your program and data. So suppose we have a 2K RAM also. So how many address pins will be there? A0 to how many address pins will be there?
A10.
Huh? A10. Suppose if you need more RAM, if you increase this one to 4K, then how many? A11, 12 address pins will be needed. Data pins will be how many? Hello?
Sir,
How many
11.
data pins will, huh?
12,
How many
12.
data pins will be there?
8.
8. And these data pins will be D0 to D7, and it will be bidirectional. Then you will have VCC, ground, right? You will have read bar, you will have write bar over here. So this read bar will go to this also, while this MEW will go to this pin, right? This D0 to D7, this D0 to D7 will be connected to this, will be connected to this. Right? And so A0 to A10 will be connected over here. Similarly, A0 to A10 will be connected to this, and this A11 will be coming over here. Control Z. Right? So in this, for this ROM chip, how many address pins are being used? Only 11. And 5 are not used. And for this RAM chip, 12 address pins are being used, while 4 are A12, 13, 14, 15 are not used. Right? And these unused pins has to be properly decoded to get these chip select pins to generate this C bar pin. Okay. Now I'm coming over here. I will. Okay. You need to listen very carefully, right? And if you are not following, you need to interrupt me so that I can repeat and clear your doubts. So let us take the example of ROM chip first. How it will be interfaced. So this A0, A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7, A8, A9, and A10. These 11 pins are actually connected to this ROM, right? So what will be the address? Right? If all are 0, right? If all are 0, and if all are 1, so this is F, this is F, and this is 7. 7 I am saying if all these bits are also 0. So our final address is going to be 07 FFH. And if you put all these bits at 0 also, then our first address is going to be this. So our 8085 can out the address between this, right? 64K memory 8085 can access, right? Or so out of this 64K, right, we want to reserve these many locations for ROM, right? Now suppose if he, so how to do this means if address is starting from 000H to say 07FFH, then our ROM chip has to be selected. CE ROM has to be selected, or CE ROM signal has to be generated. And suppose if you go above this, if you make A11 pin 1 and this one 0000, what is our address? Next address is 08FFH. हाँ, हम ये पूछ रहे थे, एक फोटो भेज रहे हैं क्या, वो जो right now if address is 8000H, then data should not be coming from ROM, right? Now if you take the example of this over here, what is happening? A0 to A10, A0 to A10 is connected to this ROM chip. So this will be this whatever address is coming via these pins will be decoded and it will select a typical memory location, right? But A11 to A15, right? What about these address pins? If these address pins are not properly decoded to make this CE ROM active, then what will happen? That I will tell you. So suppose these pins are not connected to say chip select, right? Not connected to chip select, only A0 to A10 are connected to ROM chip, and microprocessor is sending data address 8000H. 8000H means this is 0, 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 this is 0. All these are 0. Since these pins are not connected to this ROM chip, what will happen? Actual address which is going into the ROM chip is this only, right? So data will be read from 000H only, even though processor is sending 8000H. Hello? Is this point is clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, if you make this one 1, then it is 1800H. No. Sorry. This will be 0800H. No, sorry. 0800H. If processor is sending, it's not reading data from 0800H. Why? Because this bit is not being used. This address pin is not being used. So actual address pins are these. So it will read data from 00H only. Now if you put say here 1800X, 18 means this bit is 1. Still it will read data from here only. Why? Because these pins are left unknown, right? So in order to give a unique address, right, these unused address pin has to be properly decoded. I gave you the example earlier, no, of a hotel room, right? Floor wise, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. This way, room are decoded, no? Similar 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, right? Up to say 2, 7, right? 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 7. This way, room are decoded. Room numbers are actually given the address, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, along with floor number 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So proper decoding is needed. Okay, so now we are coming to the decoding part for generating the unique address. What exactly we want? That our unused address pins A11, A12, 13, 14, 15 has to be properly decoded so that 0000H to 07FFH data will be always read from ROM chip only, right? So let us put this one 00000. So what will be our CE bar? CE bar I will put over here. A NAND gate. Now this has to be inverted. This also has to be inverted. This also has to be inverted like this. This will be our CE ROM. And this CE ROM has to be over here. So these will be properly decoded and will select this. Now what about this RAM chip? So for RAM chip, our duplicate slide, right? This A11 will be also used, no? Now our RAM is how much? Of 4K. So 4K RAM, this A11 pin. Okay, I will do this from here. This is for ROM. Now for RAM, it will be this. CE ROM. Now I'll change the color. So this will Control Z. This. right? So this A11 pin is directly coming to this. It means this is 1, right? If this is 1, this is 0, this is 0. No, no. Control. Controls. Right. So if this is 1, then it becomes 0. If A11 is 1, then this is 0. So this will be 0. This will be 1. This will be 1. This will be 1. This will be 1. So what about this CE row? Anyone? CE ROM is going to be 0 or 1. Hello? If this A11 bit is 1,
Sir, 0.
A11 bit is 1. So here it is 0. Here it is 0. And A12 is 0. So it is 1 over here. A13 is 0. So it is 1 over here. A14 is 0. So it is 1 over here. A15 is 0. So it 1 over here. So what about this? What will be output over here? It will be 1 or 0. Boliye.
Sir, 1.
It will be 1. And this is active low, no? CE ROM bar I have written. So this chip won't be selected. This chip won't be enabled. Right? So address 0800 onwards, this CE ROM is going to be 1. Okay, so ROM chip won't be enabled. Okay, now 800H onwards, 800H onwards, what will happen? This is 8. This is 0. This is 0. So 800H onwards. Now 0800H onwards. 2, 1, ऐसा 0 F F F H. Right. Final address is going to be this. This is for how much? $800H 2 0 FFH. Now if this bit is 1, so this will be F, no? This will be F, this will be F. So this is how much? 4K. So 0800S to 0 FFH onwards, 4K locations will be there. So this is 1, so it is coming directly over here. This is 0. So it is inverted, then 1. This is 0, it is inverted, then 1. This is 0, inverted, then it is 1. This is 0, it is inverted, then it is 1. So what will be output over here? CE RAM will be what? CE RAM
0.
It will be 0. So if processor sends data address, say 0800H, it will read data from first location of this RAM chip, right? It will be 0800H, and finally it will be 0FFH. It will read first data from first location, or it will write data onto the first location if it sends 0800H. Right, in that case, ROM chip is not going to be enabled. Now I am giving you the example. New slide. Interface 8K ROM and 4K RAM to 8085. So which one you will interface first, ROM or RAM?
Sir, ROM.
Why ROM? So address will start from 0000H and final address will be FFFH. So which chip will you will be interfacing with lower address, RAM and ROM?
ROM, sir.
ROM. Why ROM? Why ROM will have the lower address than RAM? Anyone?
Sir, ROM, in ROM we store the instructions beforehand, no, sir, so we cannot change it afterwards. Whereas in RAM, it keeps changing, sir. So we allot a particular size and we store the instructions in ROM in starting so that we can access them easily.
Once again, can you repeat? I'm just increasing the volume because some noise is there. Okay.
Sir, I was saying that for ROM, we cannot write the instruction on it like after writing once. So we need some specific size, no, sir. So if we keep ROM on starting, then it will be easier because in RAM the things keep changing, no, sir. Because we write the data, we read the data, so it will be beneficial for writing it in ROM actually.
Oh, okay. ROM is used for storing monitor program. And what is monitor program? What is monitor program?
Sir, the set of instructions, basic instructions with which the computer starts, like the monitor.
So how do we start 8085? Have you done the means in laboratory you used to start no 8085 simulator? कैसे start करते? By pressing reset key. No?
Yes, sir.
And when we press reset key, what happens? Actually, this reset pin, actual hardware pin is going to be like this, which will go to 8085, and which is reset in bar.
Sir,
So if you
program
press
ground.
this key, right, ground is connected to this pin. So it becomes 0. So what exactly it does? It resets the program counter, and all flip-flops of program counter becomes 0. So program counter is a 16-bit counter. So all flip-flops are 0. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Next 4 0 will be 0. Next 4 0 will be 0. Next 4 0 will be 0. So our address is 000H. Whenever we reset, program counter resets to 000H. And what type of instruction has to be written over here? During reset, monitor program has to run. Hello?
Yes, sir.
During reset, monitor program has to run. And during reset, program counter becomes 0000. So 000H onwards, monitor program should be there. Is it not? Because program counter holds the address of the instruction which has to be executed by the processor. So whenever reset button is pressed, program counter is set to 000 and monitor program has to run. So by default, monitor program has to start from 000H, and monitor program is stored where? RAM में. किसमें store करते?
ROM, sir.
ROM में. So ROM has to start from 000H. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
So here you will have what? ROM chip of how much size? 8K. So how many address pins will be there? Quickly, कितना address pin होगा जी? बोलिए.
13,
A0, A12 कहाँ जाएगा?
A12,
हाँ,
A12.
A12 तक जाएगा. 13 pins will be there, no?
Yes, sir. So A0 to A12.
हाँ. Then from ROM chip, data will come out via D0, D7, no? Of course, C bar has to be there. I will write CE1 over here. VCC, ground, and read bar pin. Next, we will have RAM chip of how much? 4K. So how many address pins? A0 to
11.
A11. And here you will have C bar 2. VCC, ground. You will have this. D0, D7, right? Write bar will be there. Read bar will be there. Next, you have to show here 8085 like this. Right. From here, address pins will be outed, no? A8 to A15. From here, AD0 to AD7. Latch will be here. And this will be ALE. From this latch, A0 to A7 will be outed. Right. Next, read bar, write bar, IO/M bar will be over here, and you will have a decoder. And it will generate 4 outputs. What will be this? IOR, IOW for writing to IO device, and for reading from IO device, IOR will be there. And this will be MEMR, memory read. MEMW, memory write. So this memory write will go to this, and memory read will go to this. It will go to this. Now this CE bar you have to show like this. CE bar over here. आपका क्या क्या आएगा जी? CE बार में A13 आएगा. A13 will be inverted and it will be given over here. A14 will be inverted and it will be given to this. A15 will be inverted and it will be given to this. And this will be CE1 bar. Right. Then CE bar 2. CE bar 2 में क्या होगा जी?
Sir, A12, A11 and A10.
A12, A11, now up to which 12, 11 is being used, no? So A12 will be there, A13 will be there, A14 will be there, and A15 will be there. So which of these address lines will be inverted and will be going directly to this NAND gate?
Sir,
आपको
13 will not be inverted, sir.
हाँ?
And 13 will not be inverted and all others will be inverted, sir.
Okay, 12 will be inverted.
Yes, sir. 12, 14 and 15.
12, 14 and 15 will be inverted, but A13 is not going to be inverted. So let us check this. Control C. Control C. New slide. Delete. Delete. Control V. So for Rome, 0, 0, 0, 0 up to this 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and Rome, this will be 0, this will be 0, this will be 0. So this is for Rome area, no? Rome chip of 8K. So what is the address? 0000H. ये यहाँ पे कितना है जी? Final address is how much of Rome chip?
FFFFH.
Huh?
Sir, 0FFFH.
0FFH.
No, sir. 0. No, sir. FFFFH, sir.
This is F. This is F. This is F. ये कितना है?
One.
Sir, 1.
1 F F H. So what will be the next address? What will be the next address?
Sir, 2000.
Next address means it will be 0, 0, 1 and rest will be 0. Okay. So next address is 2000H. Right. So A13 has to be 1. Right. And so it will be 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Right. So how many bits are there? 4, 8, 12. Right. 4, 8, 12. So this is how much? 2 to the power 12. कितना होगा? 4K. नहीं.
Sir, 8K, sir.
अरे नहीं, यहां से ये जो है हम सिर्फ 2 to the power 12 is 8K.
4K, sir.
4K na. So what will be our final address? 2 F F F H will be our final address. No. Hello.
Yes, sir.
A0 to A11. If all are 0, right, then this is 2000H. And when all are 1, this is 2FFH. So this is 8K size. Now 4K size. 4K. So these unused address lines 8, 12, 13, 14, 15 has to be decoded properly for generating this unique address for this RAM chip. कहाँ गया? right? So for this, ये क्या होना चाहिए? A12 has to be inverted and it will go directly. A12 will be this. Then A13 should not be inverted in order to generate these addresses. A14 has to be inverted over here. Now A15 has to be inverted and it will be here. So this is CE bar 2. So who said that A13 will be going directly and others will be inverted? कौन बोला था जी?
Sir, Harshvardhan Agrawal.
Okay. So anyway, you are right, but this other people also has to understand, no, how it is being done. Now let us expand the memory. Right now 8K plus 4K, only 12K out of 64K is being used by the processor. So we can expand this one up to 64K. Right. Now suppose we want to expand this one by another 2K. Another 2K. So I will copy this. Control C. Control V. So for 2K, how many address lines will be needed? This is 256, 512, 10, 24, 2048.
Sir, till A10.
Till A10 it will be there for 2K. And what about these? 0, 0, 1, 0 has to be there because our address is starting from 2FFF is engaged by this. So if you further expand the memory by 2K, what will be our CE bar 3? थर्ड रैम चिप के लिए कैसे होगा? So what is the lowest address over here? 2FFH.
Sir, A12 will go directly, all others will be inverted, sir.
2FFH is the address. So 0, 0, 1, 0. Right. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So this is the last address. Here onwards, C bar 3 will be there. Okay. So it means C bar 3 will be this. A11 will go directly. A12 will be inverted. A13 will go directly. A14 will go after inversion. A15 after this. What will be the lowest address? Lowest address is going to be What will be the lowest address for this RAM chip? हाँ, बताइए। हेलो।
Sir, no idea, sir, because one bit is not clear there. At the last, there will be 200, sir, but the MSB I'm not clear about.
So what is this? This is 2800, no? 2800H. Is 8K? 2 FFH. Something overlapping, no?
Yes, sir.
Mhm. Something in overlapping. Already this way we have decoded. It means okay, means some problem is there. If we go by this technique, or we are going to get the unique addresses for the CEVAR3. If this chip will be selected only if this is 21. This is 2100H. Nah, this is 2800H. So last address was this, no? Wait. Here we have missed. Last address was this. This is 2FFH. Why not? 2FFH. So next address will be what? Next address will be 0011. It will be this. So it will be 300H. Next address will be 3000H. Right? And out of it will be 3000H. 3000. Right? So how many up to this it will be using, no? Up to A10 it will be using.
Yes, sir.
So this A11 will go inverted. Go inverted over here. While this A12 and 13 will go directly. Now CEVAR3. So what will be final address? 1111111111, and this will be 01100. So it will be 37 FFH. Right. So third chip, another RAM chip you can connect over here. You can expand 2K RAM. हेलो
Yes, sir.
भाई, अगर कोई डाउट है तो पूछिए आप लोग.
Sir, one doubt, sir.
हाँ,
Sir, how will this wires increase? Means if we are doing it externally, sir. Like if we have a 8K RAM and sir, we are increasing 2K RAM.
हाँ, हाँ.
तो सर बाहर मशीन से करना पड़ेगा ना हमें, लाइक सॉफ्टवेयर से नहीं होगा ना.
No, means in fact, yeah, that something will be given to you, no? Means motherboard will be there. There you will fix, and right on motherboard slots will be there for inserting your chip.
Yes, sir, I got.
Right, inserting your chip. Then of course decoder circuitry, decoder chip will be also there. Slot for putting the decoder chip will be also there. And accordingly you have to, means finally output of that decoder will be connected to chip enable. Right, in fact for expanding the memory, right, already you will have the slots. Simply you have to put the chip of given value, given say size over there, and automatically it will be expanded. Means others like decoder, unique, means everything will be there. Right, already with that slot, these type of connection will be there. Like ये already D0, D7, D0, D7, and another slot D0, D7 will be already there. Right, and all these things will be already connected, A0 to A10, 11, 12, like so. There, right, slot will be there for say expanding the memory, but that slot will be there for a fixed size of ROM and RAM. Right, if you want to expand your RAM, then slot will be fixed. You can put only 4K RAM over here. ऐसा नहीं कि अभी यहाँ पे हम 8K डाल दिए और मेरा यहाँ पे एक्सपेंड हो गया मेमोरी, ऐसा नहीं होगा. But of course these days I do not know what is the means, in fact in laptop or this desktop we used to see slot for RAM are given, right, one which comes with when we purchased, right, that comes with from the company side around say 8K or 4K RAM, and if you want to expand, simply you purchase a RAM from market and you just insert in the free slot, it starts working. Right, whether if you put 4K then also it works, if you put 16K RAM then also it works, because these days it's very advanced. No, it's already comes that ROM and RAM chip comes with their inbuilt software. If you purchase say 8K RAM, nah, not 8K RAM, these days it is in GB, no, 8 GB RAM, right, it comes, right, but entire 8 GB is not accessible to you. You might have noticed. Hello?
Yes, sir.
So system software is there, right, it's advanced type of memory interfacing is there, right, because system software is advanced in your laptop or desktop system is there, which is very, very advanced one. It automatically relocates your memory, right. That's why whatever program we used to write, right, using keyboard and all, and once we save by giving file name, in fact system software takes care of storing your program or data into the memory. Where exactly it stores, right, you do not know, but of course you know the file name and you can access it very easily by giving file name. Anyway, so any other doubt related to this?
No, sir.
Okay, Okay. So earlier means when we were having say end semester or even mid semester examination, written examination, right? That time we used to ask this type of questions, right? You interface this much ROM and this much RAM, and tell the starting address and end address of each chip. तो ये पूरी तरह पिक्चर क्लियर होना चाहिए भाई, हाउ 8085 right it will send the address, via which pin it will send the address. So of course it will send the address using A8 to A15 higher order address byte, and lower order address byte will send via this AD0 AD7, and it will make ALE high and low during T1 of the machine cycle, so that whatever address is being sent is actually outed by the processor will be stored over here, and AD0 AD7 will be free for transmitting and receiving data, D0 to D7. Okay, we discussed due to this multiplex address data bus, microprocessor always losing one T state for sending the address, right? So of course this reduces the processing speed. So processing speed was increased by using FEO technique, FEO, fetch execution overlap. तो ये सारी चीजें हम लोग बोले हैं और ये सब कुछ पूछा जाता था भाई. Right, after say finishing 8085 we will go to 8086. So how processing speed will increase, right? Simply by increasing number of bits, 16 bits processor, so it will process 16 bit at a time. Next, clock will be also very high, right? Here we work on maximum of 3.085 megahertz, right? There it will be 6 megahertz onwards it will work. So clock speed was also increased, and as well as fetching and execution part will be done parallelly in 8086. वो सारी चीजें बाद में आएंगी. Anyway, now we will go for little bit programming. I'll just see what was the last program we were discussing over here. Programming examples. No, here. Okay. This program we discussed in last class, no? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Before that last class, we were discussing this, how to select BCD numbers and add them. Right? So addition in BCD and all we discussed. Now today, I would like to discuss some of the code conversion technique. Right? Code conversion. This is very, very important part. Right? This code conversion is it's a very, very important job in a computer system. Right? Whatever we type using keyboard, ASCII code is generated. So when you are typing your program, right, actually ASCII is inputted, and when you save your program in a file, ASCII codes are there, or of whatever key or command you have typed, ASCII codes are there. And when you compile it, then it is converted to corresponding machine code. So how ASCII is converted to corresponding machine code? So ASCII to hex conversion is one very important code conversion. ASCII to hex conversion. Then hex to ASCII is also important, because hex to ASCII is also important. Then sometimes you need to convert hex to BCD, right? BCD to hex. Of course, now you understood what is BCD and what is hex. In a memory location, suppose we have this data at say 2400H. Here we have 45, and at 2401, here we have 55. Now, if you want to add these two bytes, if microprocessor adds these two bytes, how it will do? It will do LDA 2400H, move B comma A, then LDA 2401H, ADD B. Right, this will make A equal to 45. This will make A equal to 45 equal to B. This will make A equal to 55, and this will make A equal to 55 plus 45. है जी? ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now what will be A after this? बोलिए जल्दी.
Sir, it will be
9A.
It will be 9A. It will be 9A. Suppose this one is a price for say Sprite, right? Sprite say 300 ml, and this one is price for say what, fruity 300 ml. Now if you want to find out the total cost of Sprite 300 ml and this fruity 300 ml, so if you add these two, what will be our result? Our result is going to be 9A. Right, so who will understand this 9A? Our result has to be how much? Huh?
sir 110. It should be.
Our result has to be 110. Right. So for that, a typical instruction we use, no, DAA. In that case, carry flag will
anything
be
that
1,
we do, we want
and in
people to
accumulator
really
it
think
will be
out of the box
10.
and come up
This
with
DA is going to add
innovative
06 over here.
challenging solutions
Right.
which we can definitely look
So
at
if
and
9A
see implementing it.
is added,
That's
what will
pretty
happen?
much
Here it will be 0 and it will be A.
the aspects that we really
Now
look at
again
when
60 will be added. Now it will be B, no? 9A. 9A. So if 6 is added,
Sir, 100 sir, total.
ये 110 कहाँ से होगा जी? कौन बोला? This will be 100 only, no?
some of
Anyway,
the
so
global
now
transformations that has
0
happened
will
in
be
the
added,
recent
and
past.
finally one carry will be generated, and in the accumulator it will be 00. Right. So this is for adjusting the BCD addition to its equivalent BCD value, right? Why? Because both nibbles are less than A, so it is BCD. Now processor is taking these bytes as what? Hex value. Now if you convert this 45 to corresponding hex and this 55 to corresponding hex value, and if you add them together and again you convert that one to corresponding decimal value, then you will get 100. So what is 45? 45 is 45 by 16 will be how much? 16 2 जा 32, 2C, नहीं, 32 plus 13. So 13 will be D, no? 2D will be the corresponding value. 45 will be 2D. Now 55 will be how much? बताइए. 45 is 2D, so 55 will be how much?
Sir, 37.
48 plus 7 is 55, no? Now if we add these two, what will be our result? It will be 4, it will be 6. है कि नहीं?
Yes,
now
sir.
Convert this one to corresponding decimal value, 60. So it is 96 plus 4. So it is 100. So imagine if you are writing a program for adding say 45 plus 65. Right, you are getting result as 1110, no? 1110, but when you are entering 4 and 5, corresponding ASCII codes are going into the computer, right? And these ASCII codes are converted to corresponding hex value. Then addition takes place. And after getting the result, again it is converted to hex to decimal. And then it is displayed as 110. Why? Because system software is so much is very, very advanced. But this processor is very, very basic one, 8-bit processor. We don't have, right, system software of that much advanced features. So everything you have to do yourself. If any conversion is needed, you have to do yourself. So how code will be converted? Different codes will be converted. That we are going to discuss now. Hello?
Yes, sir.
तो करें कोई कोड कन्वर्सन का प्रोग्राम एक आध. Hello? Now if I write, if I am saying suppose at 2400, here we have a byte, say 99H. This we are saying as BCD because each nibble is less than A. So corresponding, how to convert this one to corresponding hex value, BCD to hex. So it will be 16 6 ja 96. So our corresponding hex value has to be 63H. So how to do this? How to convert 99 to 63? One technique, you keep on subtracting 16 from 99. So how many times you will subtract? 6 times. Then how much will be remainder? It will be 3. So then 6 3. This is one technique. Or this is one technique. Any other technique, you know how to convert this one to corresponding hex value? If we multiply 9 into A plus 9, if we add A 9 times, so A plus A plus A plus A plus A plus A plus A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times if we add A, and then if we add 9 to this, what will be our result? Our result is going to be 6, 3. Or not? Hello?
Yes, sir.
ये कर सकते ना? So how to do this? कैसे करेंगे? We can do like this. LDA 2400H. If I do ANI F0H, what will be A content?
24.
A content. LDA 2400H. What will be A content? It will be 99. Now I am doing ANI and immediate F0H with the accumulator. ये समझ में आ रहा है? ये है क्या चीज? ANI F0H. आप लोग लैब में कुछ कर रहे हैं या नहीं भाई? This stands for AND immediate accumulator with this byte. So in accumulator, what we have? 99H. 9 is this and F0S. So 1 1 1 1 0 0 0 0. So if these two are ANDed, what will be the result? One ANDed with 0, what will be the result? This is 1, this is 0. What will be output?
Sir, 9.
Huh?
9 0, sir.
Okay, so A will be now 90. Right. Now if you rotate this one right, RAR, what exactly it is going to do? Right. In fact, this instruction is used for rotating the accumulator. RRC and RAR. This will shift. This is what? 1 0 0 1 0 0 0. After ending this, it will have 9 0. Right. So if you rotate this one once, suppose carry after this ANI F0H, carry flag will be 0. So now rotating will be done like this is our accumulator. And this D0 bit of accumulator will go to carry flag. So it will be 0 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0. Again, if you rotate, then it will become 0 0 1 0 0 1 0 0. This way, if you rotate this one 4 times, what will happen? What will be accumulator content? हाँ, बोलिए। A will be 0.9. Now I am doing this move B comma A. So B will be 0.9. Okay. Now if I do LDA 2400H ANI 0FH, what will be A content? बोलिए. I am putting here 8. What will be A content now? LDA 2400H. A will be equal to
Sir, 09.
98. ANI 0FH. What will be A now?
08.
08. Now I am moving this one to C register. Move C comma A. So C will be 08.
Sir,
Okay.
sir, how A became 98, sir, there?
98 हम यहाँ पे लिख दिए ना.
Acha,
अभी
you
99.
अलग
Because
से
both we are 9, no?
Yes,
So
sir.
to avoid the confusion, just I
Yes.
have changed this one to 8.
Yes.
Okay. Upper nibble is now 9, lower nibble is 8. So what we have to do? We have to add, right, B times 0A. So B is 09. We have to add B times 0A, and in final result we have to add C. So 9 into 0A plus 08, this will be 63. Okay.
Again, it will change, no, sir. Again, we have to do the process.
Again you will have to. Okay, now I am just completing the program, then it will be clear. Okay. So now C is having how much? 08. B is having 09. So now I am doing this XRA A. A will be equal to 00H. Right. Now I am doing ADI 0AH. So A will be 00 plus 0A. Right. So one time we have added. So now we have to decrement B. J and Z loop. Loop will be कहाँ? कहाँ loop होगा जी? बताइए. How many times we have to add 0A? 9 times.
ADI पे होगा loop.
ADI loop इधर होगा. Okay. Now when it is coming out of loop, 0A will be added how many times? 9
Then-
times. 9 times it will add, no? And result will be in the accumulator. Now when it is coming out of loop, what we have to add? We have to add C. ADD C. Now we can do STA 2500H. Now let us make this program as a subroutine. Subroutine which converts BCD to hex. And I am writing this. You tell me now. Move A comma D, ANI F0H RAR 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 RAR. Move B comma A. Right. Then move A comma D, ANI 0FH. Move C comma A. Next, XRA ADI 0A H. Then DCR B JNZ loop. Loop will be over here. Add C. Right. Then move, add C. Then if I do say RET, return. Now suppose here 2400H onwards, we have 16 bytes. 240F, 16 bytes are there. 2410, 16 bytes are there. Now each byte is in BCD. So we have to convert these bytes. We have to convert these bytes and we have to store them. We have to convert these bytes into its equivalent hex value, and we have to store them in memory location starting from say 2500H. So how to do this? First instruction I am writing LXI H 2400H. Move D comma M. So suppose here we have 98. What will be D content after this? Boliye.
Sir, 98.
It will be 98. Now if I do call BCD to hex, what will happen?
Again, this subroutine will start, sir.
So from here it will go to this. Right. Now 98, sorry, it will be 98, no?
Yes, sir, 98.
So 98 will be over here. F0, so B will have 09. Right. C will have 08. Right. Finally in A, you will have 63. Then it will come over here. Then it will come over here. So now I am doing this. LXI H 2500H PUSH. Have we discussed this push instruction earlier? अरे बोलिएगा भाई। LXI H 2400H. Hello. Have we discussed this push instruction? Yes or no? Nobody is replying. Moment I start scrolling, no? Mahavadi, are you listening?
Yes, sir.
So have we discussed this push instruction earlier?
Sir, I think we discussed it yesterday, but not in detail.
Okay. Anyway, so in fact, this push instruction is used for pushing the register pair onto the stack. So whatever will be in the register pair will be saved onto the stack. So we will discuss in detail how it is stack pointer is decremented, incremented while pushing and popping. We will discuss this later on. Right now, 2500 is saved on stack. Right? This address is saved on to this stack. Next, HL is initialized to 2400H. 98 is moved to D register. Right? In accumulator, we have how much? Corresponding 62 value. 98 hex value is there. Now, I will do this INX H. What will happen? HL will be how much? Anyone quickly?
Sir, 2501.
अरे 2501 तो स्टैक में भेज दिए जी. Then LXI S 2400H लिखा, वहां से डेटा कॉपी किया डी रजिस्टर में. We called BCD to hex. Right? So address of this instruction INX H is pushed on to the stack. So ये 2500 है, उसके ऊपर हमारा एड्रेस चला गया of this INX H. But when return instruction is executed, what address of this instruction is popped from stack, and stack pointer comes to the location where 2500 is stored. So INX H will do what? It will increment the HL pointer. So HL is how much? 2400H. So it will be 2401H. Next instruction XTHL if you do, then HL will be 2500H and HL content 2401 will be onto the stack. Right? Then we can do move M, A. Accumulator में कितना है? 62. So 62 will be over here. Right? Next, for checking whether all bytes are over or not, I can do INX H, XTHL over here. So now HL will be how much? 2401, and at top of the stack 2501 will be stored. Now we can check the L content and whether it is 10 or not. If L is 10 means all 16 bytes are over. J and Z loop. So loop will be where? Loop कहाँ जाएगा जी? Where this loop will go? Loop 1 I should write because one loop is over here. Where exactly this loop will go?
Sir, INXH.
नहीं, यहाँ पे आएगा. Move D, M पे. Because INXH already we have done, no? Here 2401 कर दिया, है कि नहीं? XTHL करके 2401 हम HL में ले आए. Now it is HL is pointing to next byte. So it will go to this loop 1.
Yes, sir.
So now memory content, suppose it is 21. Right. So 2 times A will be added and then 1 will be this. तो कितना होगा? Then finally here it will be halt. Right. So here we have discussed rotate instruction, ANI instruction,